Good afternoon. My name is Nitsa, and I'm currently seeking my master's degree in elementary education here at GCU. I really enjoyed reading the professional disposition of learners this last week, and I found that a lot of these dispositions are ones that I try to use throughout my life, honestly. I would like to touch on a few of the questions separately. The first question was, what dispositions do I possess that I think will make me a successful teacher? I think one of them would be high expectations. I set high expectations for myself, for my children, and then obviously that would follow suit with my students in my future classroom. I think it's important so that they have goals to try to achieve and to make them feel like we know that they can do hard things and that they can be great at those hard things. Another one would be fairness. I think it's really important to treat each child fair. I do that in my own life with my children at home as well. Professional conduct. I can't expect my students to speak professionally or dress professionally if I'm not doing that. So I think I would want to lead by example in that sense. Compassion. I think that's a huge one. I think it's really important for educators to be friendly, warm, genuine, show that you care about your students and the relationship that you have with them. We have no idea what these children are dealing with at home. We don't know what they're being presented with, so I want to make sure that my classroom is a safe place for them. I want to make sure that they know that I hear them, I understand them, and that I love them. Another one would be dedication. I dedicate myself to everything that I do. So anything I set myself up to achieve, I am 100% dedicated. So I think that's really important because you also want to show your students that they need to be dedicated in their school as well. I also think it relates to being professionally active on myself, for myself. I want to be a lifelong learner. I want to seek opportunities for advancement, professional development, all of those types of things. The second question is, what dispositions do I need to work on before I enter the classroom? I would say one is respect for the diversity of others, simply because I don't think I have a lot of education in that area myself, to be honest. I think it's important that we're sensitive to each student's learning, the social needs of each student, while embracing the cultural diversity throughout the whole classroom. So we should be interacting with our students, fellow educators, administrators, parents, and other community members with courtesy and respect, to establish relationships characterized by respect and rapport, really. Talking and learning about other cultures, maybe their holidays, would be a really great way to start, and what's something I would want to do in my classroom. And then another one would be maybe curiosity. Educators should promote and support curiosity and encourage active inquiry. We want them to think innovatively, creatively, using critical thinking as problem solving. In my classroom, I would hope to teach students how to ask quality questions like why, or what if, or how. And I would also like to show them by modeling my curiosity. So when they come up and tell me a story or talk to me about something that they did, I want to make sure that they feel that I am enjoying what they're telling me and I'm interested in exploring their ideas and interests that they enjoy as well. How do dispositions demonstrate your ability to understand other cultures, genders, learning differences, etc.? Fostering inclusion and awareness around multicultural education, and taking a culturally responsive approach to teaching would benefit all the students in the classroom, really. Showing bias toward a child not only hurts me and my career, but more importantly, it hurts my students. It can hinder their engagement and their success. And as educators, I think we must be mindful of, not just how we teach students, but how we approach them, how we talk to them, and how we convey our academic expectations of them. That would be another big thing for me. And then the fourth one is, how do you anticipate using feedback from your annual performance evaluations, observations, and data on student performance to adjust your dispositions and teaching practices to benefit learning? This one is a huge one for me. I plan to use my feedback from evaluations to fuel my fire and passion for teaching. I welcome all constructive criticism because I want to be the best possible teacher that I can be. And I know, especially in the beginning, I want to rely on collaborating with my peers and colleagues. I think that'll be extremely important and beneficial for my students and my teaching career in the long run. I love collaborating. I think it's super important. I think learning from other educators who have been in the field for longer than I have, I think would be extremely, extremely helpful and beneficial. And I'm really excited to do it. So, yeah, and diving into my Master's of Education program here at GCU has me so excited for my future as an educator. And I'm looking really forward to learning more and more with each course that I take. I truly feel like, being in the classroom is really where I belong. And even just this course, this is my first course. I think it's sparked my excitement to learn more and to get in that classroom with those kids. So thank you for your time.